Okay, first off, y'all gonna think, man, or girl, you ugly. First off, I don't care. I've been weed eating and doing yard work for 3 hours trying to get ready for all this wind and rain we're supposed to have off this hurricane. Of course, we're not anywhere near Florida, but it needed to be done. So, I'm gonna leave my 95 show Taurus as a rather nice background here. And yes, I'm sitting on, God, my love tank. This is my baby right here. See, it's my baby. My baby. Okay, so today's story, I'm not very good at telling stories. My husband is the best. So I'm going to try to tell this as best as I can. A few years ago, our neighbor said, we've got some land that y'all can ride your four-wheelers on. And I can't remember if it's 7 or 14 acres. One of the two. And here he comes. Speak of the devil. He's being nosy. Come over here. What? You come right here. Look. He listens good, don't he?
What?
Turn four-wheeler off. Put in park. So they said, well, I'm doing story time. Telling them what happened with this years ago. So he can tell stories a lot better than what I can. So I figured I would share this with y'all today because this is really funny. And I have one picture of it, and I'm going to post a picture of it at the end of this vlog. And so we get the four-wheelers and we go down there and we get at the very bottom of it, and it's like a really steep ravine, like the letter V, and I kid you not, it is steep. And I told him, I said, the best way for us to go, now visualize, if you will, you're staring almost straight down a cliff, and you're figuring the best way to get down is to go like this, zigzag. So I told him, since mine has the lowest gears, I'm going to put mine in the lowest gear it has, no throttle, and just, in other words, it's just going to go. That's the slowest it's going to go. Okay. So that's what we said we would do, because his wasn't geared as low. So we started to go down the hill. And just as...
I didn't have as good brakes either.
Yeah, his didn't have hardly any brakes. I never used the brakes on mine because I know how to use the gears and all that good stuff on it. I never used the...
That was my experience of buying used for ATVs. Now
Yeah,
I've got,
we never used by ATVs. Nope. Hopefully, right now this is his, the Polaris. Next fall, we'll be in a better shape and should be able to get him a brand new Honda Foreman Rubicon. So anyway, so we're going down this hill, and I'm going down in the letter Z, going back and forth, just steadily back and forth every few feet. And I'm like, okay, got about halfway down. So what it does is it, if I was inside, I could draw it. So visualize, if you will, I'm sitting on my four-wheeler, and I'm going down, and all of a sudden the cliff kind of drops off like this. And I'm going like this. And there's two little saplings. There's one here, and there's one here. And I'm like, well, should I run over them, or should I try to split them? Or should I try to cut this way or this way, run over one and not split the other? So I just decided to go straight and run over them. So things didn't go that way. So when I went straight, instead of me running over them, they each went to the side, and when they went to the side, they both popped back up. And this one here popped right back up into my face, which is from here to here. It was here was a white-faced hornet's nest This was in fall of the year. And the bees had encapsulated the nest so well with leaves, I didn't see it, because I've ridden ATVs, or road, since I was 9 years. When you're riding ATVs, you have a box. This is where you're looking in your box. This is your immediate area of what you're looking for. Your box and your line of vision is straight in front of you. This is where you're looking. I'm not looking at anything around you. Your box of what you can hit with your body or your ATV, and what lies ahead of you is what you're looking for.
Okay, getting long.
So that bee's nest comes back and hits, and it just like, it jerks. It doesn't hit me, it kind of like jerks. And it took me a second to realize what it was. And so my husband was sitting back up on top of the hill waiting for me to get to the bottom, and I'm about halfway down. And I grabbed both my front and back brakes, and with my hands and my foot, and I stopped. And no more did that bee's nest jerked, those bees start coming out. And I am yelling every word that YouTube does not like, that I'm not going to repeat. And he's yelling, "Get out of there! Get out of there!" Well, I'm putting the parking brake on my four-wheeler, and I roll off the right side of it and start running up this hill. These bees are eating me up, and I got one on my right eyelid here, and that thing stayed on my eyelid for a good 5 minutes. And to this day, I still feel that bee stinging me every so often. And they ate me up so bad, I had to take my shirt off running up the hill. That was the only way I could get them off of me. They got my face, my arms, my back, my hands. I mean, they ate me up. It was awful.
You're going to have to shorten this thing up. It's going to take 30, 45 minutes.
I'm only at 7 minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, don't waste time then.
So I'm going to hurry. He's wanting me to hurry up telling us. So I get to the top of the hill, and I left Tank running. And right when I got to the top of the hill, I said, okay, I got to go back down there and get Tank. And he said, well, I'm not going back down there. I was like, because he's allergic to bees. And I was like, I'm not. I've got bee stung, never had any problems or anything. So I start walking back down the hill, and I can still see the bees swarming. I'm like, oh, God. So we sit up there and we wait for about 15 minutes, and I walk back down there again, and they start swarming again. So I take his four-wheeler, come back up to the house, and get the bee spray. And no, I go back up to my neighbor's house and get 2 Benadryl and take them, just in case I have reaction. And then I start going, I get his four-wheeler and start going to all of the people that lives up and down our road to see if they have a winch, and nobody has a winch. And there's no way to get my four-wheeler out of there, because by then, all of the gas had drained out of the carburetor. So by then, he had stopped. Tank had cut off. You couldn't get it started. It would have to be pulled out of there. So, long story short, it took us
about 5 or 6 hours.
6 hours.
Because we didn't have nothing with a winch on it to get it out of there.
It took 6 hours. We tried 2 four-wheelers, a John Deere tractor, and then our neighbor had to come down there with his Dodge pickup truck and actually pull it out of there. We had to use 2 chains, a come-along, and a strap, because it was so far down over the hill. And the reason why I'm telling this is, today, I was weed eating, and didn't think anything of it, wasn't paying attention where I was going to or anything. And come back around the yard on the four-wheeler and was straightening everything up. And just so happened to turn around. Something told me to turn around and look behind the shop in the yard. And lo and behold, look what I find, and I was standing right at it. Oh my God. Why? Why are you things back in my yard? Are you tormenting my life? Look at that beautiful nest, but I'm telling you what. That day when my four-wheeler got stuck over the hill, I got stung 15 times. And I called my family doctor, and I was like, what do I need to do? He said, well, how long has it been? I said, it's been about, I don't know, about, then I couldn't get my time straight. And I said, probably about 4 to 6 hours, maybe 8 hours. And he said, and it was kind of funny, he kind of laughed. He said, well, if you haven't died yet, he said, you ain't going to die. He said, how many times did you get stung? So I started counting my stings. I said 15, and he said, nope. He said, you ain't allergic to bees. But he did tell me that if I got stung again, though, he said it could kill me because that could ruin my immunity to bees. He called it something. I don't know yet. Those of you in the medical field would know what he's talking about. I don't know. But there's what's in what I found today. Oh, God, it gives me the cold chills just watching them things come in and out. Darrell, go over there and lift that door. Go over there and pet them. Go over and give them a kiss.
I know I'm allergic to things.
Hey, I'll give you $20 if you go over there and you put your eyeball, look in it with your eyeball. Listen at him, he's chicken.
Right,
go over there, shut your left eye and put your right eyeball up to it and look in there and see if you can see anything for me. Y'all hear him? He's a chicken, isn't he? Call him out now. See, chicken. Yeah. Okay, I hope y'all had a funny story for today. So that's my funny story. It was funny, but it wasn't. I mean, I know bees are dangerous, but that was just my luck today of weed eating, and then suddenly and you can see I was right here. Weed eat. And this grass was thick. This grass was probably about 2.5 feet tall, and I was over here forever cutting all of this thick grass in behind here. And I actually, you can see where I pulled the grass up by the roots right there too. And look, I was right there at them bees. Look at that. Watch them jokers come in and out there. Watch them. I can't hold the camera still. They gave me the coaches. Oh God, I'm getting out of here. Okay, that's all for y'all. Look, Alice, we getting out of here. There's bees right there. All right, I'm gonna try to find that picture and attach it. Thanks for watching.